Hey all, I welcome you back to my vlog today. I am going to take few moments of your time today before starting my vlog and talking about the handbag. Of course, vlog is about the handbag, but we're going to talk about the wellness. If you're a working mom, you're a single mom, you are a single dad, working dad, in any part or sphere of your life you are, at one point in time you're going to struggle with your weight. And the problem with our life now is we have 24 hours in a day, 8 hours gone to sleeping, 6 to 8 average, and then about 8 to 10 in my case at times 12 to 13 hours gone for work. When you come home, you have kids, you have errands to run around your house, you have to do your groceries, you have to do your day-to-day shopping for running the errands. You have to drop your kids to the daycare, you have to pick them from the school bus, you have to drop them at the school. These are all the small things that going to take time. At an average 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 25 minutes. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I at this point in time probably have about 35 or 30 to 35 pounds of weight that I'm over my ideal weight. But I think what I really learned with my wellness is and I've been incorporating that small habit into my day-to-day routine. As a mother, as a busy working mom, when you go out, you work, you come home, you work again twice. Okay? You are a stay-home housewife, you're gonna work 3 times more than what I do. But whatever it is, you have to put that wellness into your daily part, into your daily routine. You are not going to get a time, honey, where somebody going to give you 1 or 2 hours or 3 hours to go to the gym. When I was young, I was in my med school. I at least spent 2.5 to 3 hours, at an average 3.5 hours in day to day in a gym. Every day, I was an avid gymmer. I would go to gym and I will spend that much time. But do I have 2 hours now? No. My 2 hours, probably I'm going to relax in that time if I have it. Maybe get my nails done, other things done. Those 2 hours going to go into things around the house. That's not my time now. My time is divided between house, husband, and kids, right? How we incorporate that small change is I don't put weight as a main agenda in my journey. Of course, it's the most important part of it. It is the main end goal. I want to lose weight. That's there. Of course, that's going to be there with you too. But the problem is you have to find the time for your wellness routine. Even if you are incorporating 15 to 20 minutes of walking, now we have the something called as a micro workouts, which is 15 to 20 minutes of a brisk walking. I can give you several examples onto my day-to-day routine, which probably maybe one of my sisters can learn from this, one of my brothers can learn from this and can incorporate that. I can give you one example. Number one, I started looking into the brisk walking. I knew that gym is out of the question here. Not that I can, yes, I can make some time now that I've decreased my FTE. But earlier, when I was working at a 1 FTE, seems to work at a 1.5 FTE, I did not have that much time. What I started doing was I looked into the brisk walking. Brisk walking is taking 1 mile in an interval of 16 to 18 minutes. I remember my daughter's school bus will come, and mainly it comes around 4-ish, 4:20-ish. And if I'm back from my office at that time, or even 20 or 15 minutes before that time, I will go for a walk. I'll put my walking shoes on, put my gear, even if I'm in my home t-shirt, a t-shirt to run errands, I'll put that on and I'll go for walking. There have been many instances where, for example, I'm on my Peloton bike in my garage, and the school bus driver will be dropping my daughter in front of my house, and I'll just wave at him hi from my Peloton bike from my garage that hey, I am here to receive her, but I'm also doing workout. That 5 to 10 minutes head start gave me some time. On the weekends, I tend to wake up an hour, 2 hours early before my daughter and my kids. And that also gave me additional time on the weekends to catch up on my own wellness. I would do meditation, I would do walking. Walking buddy. Thanks to one of my very lovely and close friend named Kelly. She's my walking buddy even till today. Most of the times on the Sundays or the weekends, we try to catch up a walk. If we cannot meet each other, at least one of us would go on a walk. That way we both feel well today. You probably can see at my back, it's now about to snow. It was drizzling when I went for a walk. It was It was raining earlier today, then it started drizzling. I still went for a walk. I have a rain jacket. It's like the Omni Shield type from Colombia. I put that on, put my cap on, and of course, I did a mistake carrying the fur gloves with me. Should not have done that. They're expensive ones, but they're drenched, and a proof that I did the walk in the morning. By the time, yes, it's about 10,000 steps, 15,000 steps, you can easily do that. Another thing I want to bring into your attention is there are research studies from JAMA and New England Journal of Medicine that is saying 7,000 steps daily. Even if you can do that, that is adding on to the years into your life, into your longevity. I'm not a marathon runner. I cannot do the marathons, okay? I'm never into that. I'm not going to put that pressure on my knees. But I'm a very good brisk walker. I've paced myself on the Apple Watch and saw if I'm able to catch that 1 mile within 16 to 18 minutes. Most of the time, I was below even 13 minutes. That's the pace I was walking. And I knew if I'm home by 3:30 or 3:45, I'm going to just put my walking shoes. I have 13 to 15 minutes to go for my brisk walking. On an average, it can cover about 4,000 steps, 4,500, 4,000 to 5,000 steps in that interval of a time. So pack those things. Those are very small micro minutes, micro movements. Nobody going to tell you, hey, go for gym. This is where your time is. No, that's not how it's going to work. You have to work around your schedule now, your new life, where you have kids, you're working. If you don't have kids, good. Maybe you're running other errands. Still, you do not have any reason why you cannot lose weight. But I can tell you, with me doing all these things, I've been able to at least, I lost about 15 pounds. And then I was able to maintain my weight at that pace. I even challenged myself saying, this is my Ozempic movement. This is my Wegovy or Zepbound movement, where I'm not going to take a shot of Wegovy or Ozempic, but I am actually taking a shot of Wegovy by going out for a walk, by running on my Peloton bike, by challenging myself that I can do that in my routine. If me being a busy person and a busy mom for 2 kids can do this, honey, you can definitely do it. I'm empowering you. Put your shoes, get that movement, fix yourself, come into that headspace, and you will do some good to your health. Moving on. Let's go to the fun part now. I bought the Coach Elodie bag, and this is my recent purchase from the Coach. The reason is I was looking into the YSL Nikki, and I was also looking into the Coach Tabby. You probably can see here, I have a Coach Tabby 30, the Tabby on chains. Absolutely love this bag, nothing wrong with it. It's my weekend bag and a perfect bag actually in that sense. But I was looking either into Coach, the Tabby 26, which is the quilted version. Now they have a soft quilt also. I saw that yesterday in the mall, running around, if I remember exactly, around 550. The Tabby on the chains is a little bit more expensive. I looked into the colors of the Tabby also. They have the new colors on this too. And I looked into the old Coach Tabby 26, which is the normal quilted bulky version. Of course, very good bag, but I don't think I can fit many things into it. So let's get into Elodie. This is Coach Elodie. I wanted to do this unboxing with you. So let's take all these things out and try to get a feel of this guy. You can see I have to remove all these things in here. So let's sort this out. Okay. There. There's a back pocket. There's a material here. Okay. There's a tassel, the Coach logo in here. I am a fan of Coach bags, but I'm not a super fanatic about these bags. This is, let me peel at least one of these for you guys. So you can see the gold hardware on these. Of course, a nice one. Yeah, it's taking more than my expected. Now this Elodie is about 200 to 225, I think. I can write the price in the description looking at my receipt, but look at the space of this buddy. I think this bag is an exact replica of YSL Nikki. If you see inside, there is a pocket right here. Okay, then there is a huge big pocket inside and a back pocket right here for the important things that you want to stack in here. But if you look at the space of this, it's bigger, way bigger than Tabby, of course. It's more like a pocketbook, you know. And then this at the back is the pocket. And if you see what can I fit in it, I'm going to try to navigate some things at least into it so you can get an idea. I have my glasses in here, my wallet that of course I carry, and then my Louis Vuitton. Let's put it here nicely. My makeup bag. Do you see how many items it is full, and still there is space in here? There's a video of a lady that is switching from YSL, the YSL Nikki into this bag, and she actually stocked it all the way up here, and still there is space in here. Being a mother, kids are always handing me out things. I can even put a small water bottle in here, and still this buddy will have a space. And you can see how nice it looks. You know, the coach, the lady who was at the coach, she was trying to convince me out of buying this, but I was like, no, there's absolutely no way. This is coming with the soft quilted coated canvas. Of course, these the straps of it are at a very beautiful point of 23/4 is the length of it. And of course, there's a tassel. You can decorate it in multiple ways if you want. I do have like an additional strap, the gold strap that I'm going to eventually end up trying to play around and put on it. But of course, this buddy is my favorite now because of the space. And still, the another thing is, I feel the bag with the heaviness when I go to any place to buy the bags. What I do is I'll take my bag and the essential things that are going to be with me all the times, and I will quickly shuffle between both of the bags, and I'll try to see how heavy this is. I have tried the tabby on the chain in the other color. Then I try to shuffle these things into the coach, the tabby 26. Tabby 26 no longer is on my radar right now. Of course, it looks nice and pretty evening bag, but you cannot fit this much. At least you cannot put this big wallet, this big my makeup bag into it. And you can still see I haven't thrown my car keys in there. There is my what else I carry. My gloves are always in here because it's the winter season. So there's so much stuff. And as I was telling you, I wanted to carry a water bottle. You can still carry it very easily. Definitely check this out. If you look at the YSL Nikki, that beauty is going around $3,000 or $3,200. This is in 200 to 220, I think. It's probably a very good close match. I am going to get the Nikki at one point in time. I'm not saying that, but till that time, I'm going to definitely cherish this bag. Check this out, Coach Elodie, and think about the wellness points that I talked to you about, and maybe you learned something from me today. If I can do it, and if I can sustain that wellness moment with myself, you are definitely, the sky is the limit. You can definitely incorporate that. A lot of my family members, especially my aunt, my sister, they are avid gymmers. They love to go to gym. They are very good inspiration points for me. And of course, diet, no wonder. There's no way that you can skip the component of the diet into this. Okay, diet plays a very important role. But I am going to tell you one important thing. When you are looking and you started walking and you're doing some kind of a workout, your body has automatically a way of letting you know that, hey, you just burned that many calories. Are you going to really eat this piece of cake, or are you going to add that much sugar into your tea? You know, I think diets fail. That's the reason that the diets fail. I have not gone into the dieting at all. Yes, I am very big fan of intermittent fasting. I can vouch for it. It does work. I'm not a fan for keto or any other diets at all. I'm a mostly vegetarian, but of course I have quite a bit of an egg and chicken into my diet. So I looked into the days when I'm intermittent fasting and I'm going to break my fast. I have like a big plate of the salad and just few pieces of like chicken kebab or kebab, paneer tikka kebabs on the salad. That way I feel full, but none of it is going to be like roti or the carbs. Being an ethnic woman, I of course have certain hormonal issues. Most of the ethnic women do have that, and we struggle with our weight loss. But the most important part is, yes, weight is the end point to reach to that goal, but you're going to incorporate some wellness movement every day into your life, small little movements. This is a time for you, and try to learn that. Till that time, see if you like Coach Elodie, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye.